You've done it 1,000 times without thinking. Reached down and scratched behind their ears when you walked past. Spoken to them in that voice, the soft one, the one you don't use with anyone else. Slipped them something from your plate when no one was looking. Sat with them on the floor on a hard night, not because they asked, but because you both needed it. Small things. Ordinary things. But here's what you've probably wondered, quietly, in the back of your mind, maybe for years. Does any of it stay with them? When you're gone from the room, when the moment has passed, when the day moves on the way days do, does your dog carry any of it? Do dogs remember kindness? Most people have been told and have come to believe that dogs live entirely in the present, that the past doesn't linger for them the way it does for us. That kindness, however genuine, is felt in the moment and then simply gone. The treat is eaten. The scratch behind the ears fades. The soft voice on a hard night disappears into the same place all moments go for a dog. The present, always and only the present. It's a comforting idea, in a way. It means they don't carry pain, don't hold grudges, but it also means something harder to sit with, that none of it stays. That your years of quiet, daily love leave no trace. That's what most people have believed. The research tells a different story. When scientists actually studied how dogs process and retain emotional experiences, what they found wasn't a creature living only in the present. What they found was a memory system that tags emotional experiences, retains them, and carries them forward in ways that shape behavior, attachment, and trust. Not exactly the way human memory works, but not nothing either. Dogs have what researchers call episodic-like memory, the ability to recall specific past events, not just learned routines. A landmark study published in Current Biology found that dogs could remember and reproduce human actions they had simply observed, even after a delay, and without ever being trained to do so. That kind of recall was assumed to belong to us alone. It doesn't. Like humans, dogs also retain emotionally significant experiences more strongly than neutral ones. A walk is a walk, but comfort, safety, and kindness get tagged differently in the brain, held onto with more weight than the routine moments around them. And neuroimaging research on familiar humans has shown something quietly remarkable. Dogs' reward centers respond not just to who a person is, but to the history of how that person has treated them. So dogs have episodic-like memory. They hold onto emotional moments more tightly than ordinary ones. And they remember not just who people are, but how those people made them feel. But here's what the research hasn't fully answered, and what most people quietly wonder. Is that memory stored the way human memory is stored, as something they can recall and replay? Or is it something different, something held not in the mind, but in the body itself? There's a man named Walter, 71, a retired teacher outside Nashville. He's had his dog, a shepherd mix named Grace, since she was pulled from a difficult situation at age 2. Grace was afraid of hands when she first came home. She flinched at sudden movement. It took weeks before she'd eat from Walter's palm. Walter was patient in the way some people simply are, quietly, without making it about himself. He sat on the floor every evening, let Grace come to him, spoke to her in a low, steady voice about nothing in particular. It took months, but something shifted gradually, the way trust always builds. Grace started meeting him at the door, started pressing against his leg when he sat down, started sleeping with her head on his foot, which she has done every night for the last 8 years. Walter's daughter asked him once if he thought Grace remembered what it was like before. Walter thought about it for a moment. He said he didn't know, but he thought she remembered what came after. The question worth sitting with, the one the science is only now beginning to answer, is whether Walter is right. Kindness isn't just felt in the moment. Positive interactions with a primary caregiver, gentle touch, a soft voice, calm presence trigger oxytocin release in dogs. That bonding chemistry doesn't just feel good in the moment. It shapes a dog's baseline sense of safety over time. And dogs who have experienced consistent kindness show lower resting stress hormone levels than dogs who've known inconsistency. The body carries the history of how it has been treated. The secure attachment between a dog and their person doesn't form from one grand gesture. It builds through years of ordinary, repeated care, each small kindness adding to something larger. And dogs show measurably more trust and cooperation toward the humans who have treated them well, even in unfamiliar situations, even with strangers in the room. So kindness isn't just felt in the moment. It's stored in the body's chemistry, in the baseline of trust, in an attachment built through years of ordinary care. Which brings us to the real question this video has been circling. Not just, do dogs remember kindness? But what does it mean that every quiet act of care you've ever shown your dog has been building something? Something that lives in your dog right now. Something they carry. Here's what's worth sitting with. We tend to think of memory as something stored in the mind, a retrievable file, a scene played back. By that definition, dogs may not remember kindness the way you remember a face or a conversation. But memory isn't only cognitive. It's also somatic, held in the body, in the nervous system, in the baseline chemistry that determines how safe the world feels. Your dog's resting stress level has been shaped by how they've been treated by you over years. Their willingness to trust, to come close, to rest easy in a room that isn't just personality. That's history. Your history with them, written into their nervous system. Every act of kindness you've ever shown your dog didn't disappear when the moment ended. It stayed. It accumulated. It became part of who they are now. Calm, trusting, soft-eyed, willing to be near you. That is, in part, your kindness returned. So, do dogs remember kindness? The most honest answer science can offer is this: not always in the way we mean when we use the word remember. Not as a scene they replay, not as a specific morning or a specific night they can return to, but in the way that may matter most, in the body, in the baseline of trust, in the secure attachment that only forms through years of being treated gently. Yes, they carry it. Grace doesn't remember the specific evenings Walter sat on the floor, but her body remembers what those evenings taught her. That hands are safe, that stillness is safe, that this person specifically is safe. That knowledge lives in her nervous system, in the ease with which she rests her head on Walter's foot every night. Your dog doesn't catalog your kindnesses, but their body has been keeping a record. Every soft word, every hand reached down, every night you stayed, it's all in there. Written not in memory, but in trust. The next time you reach down without thinking, scratch behind their ears, speak in that soft voice, sit with them for no particular reason. Know this: it doesn't disappear when the moment ends. It stays. It accumulates. It becomes part of the animal resting at your feet right now, calm and trusting and safe in a way that didn't happen by accident. It happened because of you, year after year, quietly, without keeping score. Maybe the most important things we ever do for the ones we love are the things we do without thinking they'll be remembered. Has your dog ever shown you, in the way they come to you, or rest near you, or trust you without hesitation, that they remember how you've treated them? Tell me in the comments. I read every one. And if this made you think of your dog right now, go find them. I think you already know what to do.